You ever just feel like something's in your bedroom with you? And you be looking at the coat and shit in the corner like this.
Now you seen this before, don't?
Shit, I paid $4, bitch. You better what? You ever just feel like something? You do this shit long enough. Imagination.
Yeah.
Got different rhythm to it. You ever just feel like something?
What's up, fam? It's me, Sarah, back at it again with a new video. Wanted to guys give you a slight update and apologize for not posting any videos for the past couple of weeks. I've been a little busy and also been a little sick, so bear with me with the uploads, but I'm coming back with the uploads. So just wanted to kind of give you guys just a quick update. Like I said, I was sick. I have some stomach issues, so sometimes I feel like I'm dying and I'll be gone for a couple of days. So that's what happened. One. Second, while I was sick, if you guys follow me on Instagram, if you don't, you should go ahead and follow me right now. Stop the video. Follow me on Instagram right now at Sarah2ill. If you guys saw me on Instagram, Native Instruments actually featured me on their Instagram page, which was freaking dope. Thank you. Shout outs to you guys. You guys, come on. Native Instruments, that's the company, the beat machine that I use all the time. So just to get recognition or some type of shout out from them, it's just amazing. So shout outs to you guys for putting me on your page. You know, what's up with the new MK3? What's up? Send me something, because you know, you guys know I am wearing out my beat machine. Tabs and the buttons are just all worn out and they move and they glitch, so it's time for me to get a new beat machine. So hey, if you guys, everybody, if you guys think that I deserve to get sent MK3 from Native Instruments, please let them know. Send a comment below, like the video, shout it out, please let them know. Come on, I was on the page already. Come on, send me something. Everyone will love to see this new product that's about to come out next month. I'm excited. Either way, I'm probably gonna buy it, and whenever I do that, I'll share with you guys, you know, my unboxing and unrevealing of that beat machine. But anyway, so that was one thing that happened since the last time we spoke. Got featured on their Instagram page, and then I also did my first podcast with the Three Oaks podcast. So the description will be down below, as well as this weekend I performed at the Beats and Bars Festival at an after party, and it was pretty dope. I got to share the stage with a few of the fellas that actually inspired me to make beats. Tony G, Trandle, Oak City Slums, all these guys I follow, and they've inspired me to make beats, and it's really nice to actually share the stage with them and actually perform some of my beats in front of Durham. Like I said, I've been sick, but there's been things been going on since the last time I posted a video. I've also received a lot of questions. A lot of people have reached out to me and asked questions about how to even become a music producer or make beats, and they don't even know where to start. And there was one girl that had reached out to me, and she had sent me a little message on Facebook. So her name is Kayla. She says she wants to be a professional DJ and producer and engineer, and she said that she was inspired by K-Tronada's style and creativity. She saw that I'm consistent on YouTube, and she saw that I just met him. She says when we met that she was in tears and screaming. She was very excited for the opportunity, congratulating me. She said she wanted to send me a message for some advice, and she says she doesn't even know where to start as far as making beats and producing. She also says you know, she just kind of wants to know what to do and kind of what equipment to start off with, and she just needs some help. So I decided to come with a list of top 10 things that I think that are important for anyone that wants to start off to be a beat maker or a producer. So let's do it. I made 10 different things or 10 tips that you can use to at least get you off the ground and rolling for making beats and being a producer. So let's do it. Alright, so the first thing I would say, honestly, some of these tips actually have nothing to do with music, and a lot of people can apply these tips in any other goals that they want to achieve. So the very first one, the very first goal, the very first important thing is making sure that you get your mind straight. Get your mind right, stay positive, stay around people that are positive, be around people that motivate you. You know, filter out the people that are negative, get them out of your life. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a great mindset and know that if you have a goal, you have to have people around you that are going to support you And you also want to be able to help motivate other people because it inspires you and it continues to help you want to grow and be better. So that's the most important thing, is staying positive, being around other people that are positive. One thing that I notice, a lot of people, they hesitate when they are doing something and they don't own it. You know, when I make music, I'm a producer. When I'm taking photos, I'm a photographer. If I'm shooting video, you know, I'm a video director. So some people hesitate saying those things. So go ahead and own it. If you're making music, say you're a music producer. Don't hesitate and say, I think I'm a music producer, or I want to be a music producer, or I'm an aspiring music producer. Just say it. Just own it. Say, I'm a music producer. I make music. Because that allows you to be, it kind of holds you accountable. It makes you feel more accountable, because when you say that you're a producer, you make music, people are going to want to listen to your music. And then if you don't have content, what are you going to do? You're going to need to create music. So it holds you accountable. Other things like staying disciplined, making sure that you're consistent. I'll tell you a few things that I actually do personally that I really would share with you that I think everyone should do. One being like kind of like the most three basic things that anyone can do that is going to change everything. And you have to do this. 1, set a goal. 2, make a plan. 3, do it. And then after that, just repeat. You know what I'm saying? Just set a goal, make a plan, and do it. Those are the most important things, because that's going to get you to what you want and how to get there and accomplishing it. Another thing is just, I actually set daily reminders on my phone. At 9 a.m. it tells me to be consistent and stay disciplined. I got that from Denzel Washington's speech that he made at a graduation. And ever since I heard his speech, it kind of just told me that hard work, you know, talent is backed up by consistency and discipline. You have to wake up and do something every day and be consistent and have that mindset. Other things that I actually do, there's a book out there that's called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra, and I highly recommend everyone to read that book. That book has changed my life. If you apply these 7 laws in your life, your dreams will come true. Everything that you've ever wanted in your life will come true. You can manifest any and everything that you want. You don't have to have $1 in your pocket. If you have the right mindset, you're positive, and you ask the universe for what you want, and you have positive intent, it'll come back to you. So if you guys read that book, I highly suggest starting off doing those things. Another one is also writing down your goals, writing down everything, your thoughts, just writing it down, because once you write it down, that's the first step of at least trying to get them out to the world. Other things that you can do to keep your mind right: meditate every single day, make sure you guys are working out, make sure you eat good, make sure you eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit, drink a lot of water, you know, less meat, less dairy product. Your diet is important as far as what you see and what you hear and what you eat. Everything is important, because it's going to help you have a positive mindset and just grow. So like I said, some of these steps have nothing to do with making music, and the very first thing is just making sure that you have your mind right. You know, just doing good for yourself, making sure that you're happy, making sure you're just motivated to get up and just take the day head on. Take time for yourself. You know, make sure that, you know, a lot of people, they spend a lot of time working, they spend a lot of time for their family, which is great, but also take 10 or 15 minutes for yourself to learn something new, to listen to music, to just disconnect from the world, because once you actually do that, that allows you to grow and achieve those goals that you guys have. So motivate others. If you hear people that have goals, encourage them, you know, push them to reach those goals. If they feel down, it doesn't hurt to tell them that they can do it. You guys, it's so important to understand that we're all humans. We woke up the same way each morning. I just feel like if this guy can do it, then I can do it, and then I can do it even better. So you guys have to keep that mindset. Keep good people around you, stay positive, very important. So that's my very first step. It's just staying positive and keeping your mind right. Alright, so the second thing that you guys can do to help you become a better producer or beat maker is stay organized. And what I mean by this is by many different ways. When I first started making music, my hard drive crashed on me, and I never knew what a backup was, which means I lost all my information that was on my computer, on my music, on my software. Everything that you think that wouldn't be gone can be gone. So I learned the hard way, so now I have 4 external hard drives, which means I have backups of my computer from that moment, which means every single month I've saved all my information somewhere else. and then that backup gets full, so I'll buy a new one. And then if that backup dies, you know what happens, so I'll have a backup of the backup. And then, you know, as time goes on, as a producer, you're gonna actually collect a lot of different sounds, a lot of different drums, a lot of different samples. You need to stay organized, make sure you kind of keep everything in order. So I have an external hard drive for my backups that backs up my entire computer, which has all my software. And then I have an external hard drive that has all my sounds. So I have, you know, drum sounds, I have piano sounds, I have, you know, different noises like car noises or jungle noises or rain or different types of drum machines. I also have just an extensive library of just different sounds. Like, it's a lot. I have collected different producers' sounds over time. Make sure you guys stay organized. Make sure you keep your drums and percussions in one area, your guitar sounds in one area, you know where they are, so when you are creating, you know exactly where to get it, and you know how to access it, and just back everything up, because you don't want to lose anything. It's the worst feeling when you've lost all your information, and it can happen to you. Also, make sure you guys share your music, share your sounds, like your actual library. So if you have music friends that have their own library of sounds, go ahead and just exchange it. Purchase external hard drives and have someone save all their stuff on your drive, and then do the opposite, so you guys can have, you know, a huge amount of sounds. No two minds are going to produce the same music. You and your friend can have the same sound library, and you're not going to make the same music at all. So don't worry about, oh, this guy has the same sounds that I have, whatever. You guys share. Let's go out there and give each other the same stuff, because it's all the same stuff. It's no one's noise. It's everyone's share. So to make sure you stay organized. Step 3 for becoming a producer would be just listen to music. You know, listen to all the music that you love. Listen to music that you've never heard of. I love vinyl because I can go to a record store and not know what I'm listening to or what I'm about to buy, and it is intriguing because it's new music for me. And when I listen to new music, it kind of gives me an idea of what that musician was going through or what their ears are like. And also, make sure you guys analyze the music that you're listening to. Ask yourself, how do you think the song was created? What instruments are being played? How they played the instruments? You know, how do you think they recorded the music? You know, read the credits on the back of the record. Look at all the different producers and engineers. Just kind of, even when I was younger, I used to listen to like a Jackson 5 song and always wanted to learn how to play the bass part of the song or the piano or the guitar. So don't hesitate to listen to a song over and over and over and then figure out how they made it. If you really love a certain sound or a certain song, listen to it. Listen to how that person created it, because that's going to help you understand how to make your own music. Very important. Just sit there and listen to music. Step number 4 is YouTube University. Free resources. There are so many places where you can learn how to make beats or make music. The biggest place is YouTube. Obviously, you're watching this video, so on YouTube right now, there's tons of tutorials. That's how I learned a lot of how I made beats. Other places outside of YouTube, of course, is Google. Like, when you Google something, you'll end up getting some forums or some type of Reddit article that other people are going through or want to learn too. So there's just Google whatever you have a question about, or how to make a song or a certain sound, because the answer's in Google. Other free resources or resources that you can use that have like free trials. One thing that I was using when I first started making beats was lynda.com. Lynda.com is a website that's kind of like YouTube, but it's just saturated with like software related programs. So I actually started using Logic Pro, and then they have tutorials step by step on how to use Logic Pro, like in their videos, and it's amazing. I think you can try it out for a month for free, but afterwards it's a subscription base. It is worth trying, and it at least gives you a good start to having legit tutorials on how to make beats on certain softwares. So lynda.com, other resources like 3groove.com. I learned they have some native instruments machine tutorials on there. Converse actually has a sample library that is free, and that allows you to go to their website. They upload studio quality free samples, and you can download them for free. So that's a great place to actually get free sounds. Other resources is just browsing the internet. Just find tutorials of sounds or beat makers that you like. I actually learned a lot from Fruity Loops. I never actually used Fruity Loops in my life, but I would watch a lot of Busy Bee beat making tutorials, and all his stuff is through Fruity Loops. But if you guys actually watch any beat tutorial with any software, they're kind of all the same, which means that you can kind of understand the techniques and skills that they're offering and apply it to whatever software you're using. It just may look a little different. So don't be afraid to watch other people's tutorials and just sit there and listen. Also, a really cool tip when you're watching YouTube videos, there's a button that allows you to speed up the video, so you can allow the person to talk really fast, get through the video really quickly, so you don't have to hear them talk for, people talk slow. Maybe I talk slow, you can hit the bit, Anyways, but that's a number five. So once you've watched some tutorials, it's actually important to apply those tutorials to what you're doing. So step number 5 is the gear. Yep, step number 5. I think it's 5. I don't know how many numbers these really are. I don't even know if I have 10. They may be 9. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, number 5 is the gear. So a lot of people ask me, what do you need to make beats? So the most important thing for me, the most essential part of making beats is my computer. I have a MacBook Pro 13-inch mid-2010, which means I've had this computer for 7 years. This computer is amazing, and I'm going to continue to use it until the brakes fall off or until I find some money to purchase a new MacBook Pro. When I first got this computer, it took my mom, my grandma, my stepdad, my cat, my cousin, my uncle, Jesus, everyone to contribute to purchase the computer. And obviously it's well worth it, because when I first got the computer, I started a business plan, I started making music, I started making videos, I started doing photography, I started creating, and it just allows me to do what I'm doing right now, and that's the most important thing. So a lot of people want to sell themselves short and buy a PC, which I don't hate on, but I do understand the benefit of getting a PC, because you can build your own PC to make it even better than a Mac. But if you're just trying to spend like $500 on a computer, you could do that. You can get a Mac Mini, which is this gray box from Apple. It's just a computer, and you can plug it up to a monitor and a keyboard, and that's like $4.99. But you would have to be at home all the time making beats. So if you want something portable, I would suggest a MacBook Pro. Do not buy a MacBook Air. MacBook Air, it's not going to process what you want it to do on your computer, so stay away from that. It's a nice computer. Stay away from the MacBook and the MacBook Air. Go for the Pro if you're gonna make music and videos. Make sure that you have enough storage in your computer too. Some people don't understand that you need space on the machine to do certain things, and you need a good processor, you need good RAM. If you don't know much about that, I would suggest just going to the Apple Store or to Best Buy to learn more about computers. But that's the most important thing, is having a good computer that's solid. My computer has lasted me for 7 years and on. I'm going to continue to use it. That being said, after getting a computer, if you do get a MacBook Pro, or you already have a MacBook Pro and you're wanting to start beats and you haven't, there's GarageBand already on the computer for you. It's free. All you need to buy is a MIDI keyboard, and I just went to Guitar Center the other day, and they have a whole bunch of MIDI keyboards that are brand new. They're like 50 or 70 bucks. You can probably find some used ones for less than that on their website or on Craigslist or somewhere where you can get a MIDI keyboard. And what a MIDI keyboard is, it's just a keyboard that it's just keys, and that keyboard allows you to plug it up to your computer, and then your computer has a bunch of sounds and software that you can make any noise out of. So that's the first thing I would say to get started with. If you have nothing, if you have a computer and you just want to make beats, start off with GarageBand and a MIDI keyboard, because that's going to allow you to at least start making music and do it on an affordable budget. Once you start advancing past GarageBand, you're going to probably want to figure out investing in a different DAW. I started off using Pro Tools and Logic Pro, and then I went to Ableton Live. So the reasons why is because when I first started making beats, or I started making music, when I was working in a recording studio, they gave me Pro Tools, which is the industry standard. I didn't really know how to use it. I still don't really know how to use it to this day. And I actually upgraded my computer, and I couldn't use it anymore. And then I started using Logic Pro, and then I bought a MIDI keyboard, which is an Akai MIDI keyboard, which came with an Ableton Lite version. So I downloaded that. I really liked it, but I didn't like the keyboard. So eventually, I went to Guitar Center and Ableton, saw their Native Instruments machine, which is what I use all the time, and this comes with software already. It has its own DAW and its hardware, so I decided to start using this as my controller, this is a MIDI controller, and then I decided to use their software, and that's it. That's my personal preference because I like to use this as a hardware controller and use their software and not really use anything else. What I would really suggest is for you guys to figure out what software that you like to use, maybe use a demo version for maybe 30 days, and just start making beats and see how you like the workflow. No DAW is right, everyone has their own personal preference. It just depends on what you like. I like Native Instruments. If I wasn't using Native Instruments, I'd probably be using Ableton, and that's pretty much it. I started off using Logic, which is pretty cool. It has a really good sound. Heard Reason was really easy. I've never used it before. I've seen a lot of tutorials on Fruity Loops, but that's a Windows-based. It's a Windows-based software, and it looks very easy, and I would love to use it one day, but because I have a Mac, I'm not gonna use it. And that's pretty much it as far as just my software. When it comes to hardware, you're gonna eventually advance. You're gonna eventually hopefully you're gonna wanna get off the computer and start using more hardware and actually buying synthesizers, actual keyboards that create their own sound. So this is what this is, and then purchasing different instruments, which comes to like step number 5 or number 6. I don't know what number I'm. Number 6. Yeah, number 6. Number 6 is very important to me, and I think a lot of people forget this. I don't see this a lot on YouTube tip videos about being a producer. It is okay to learn how to play an instrument, okay? Pick up a guitar, pick up a bass, pick up a piano, pick up the flute, pick up anything that you can get your hands on. Why not? It doesn't hurt. Like, learn how to play an instrument, because that's gonna help you just be a better musician, a better producer. A lot of producers are stuck behind their computer. They're using their MIDI keyboard too much, and they're creating their own like synthetic guitar sounds, but a computer guitar is never gonna sound as good as a real guitar. Never. So please do not hesitate to pick up a guitar. Try to figure out how to learn your favorite song, play it a million times, learn how to play the bass part of it, record it, make your own song out of it. Pick up an instrument. I plan on one day, if I come across like a yard sale, find a trumpet or a saxophone. Why not? I really would love to get into making more music and picking up instruments instead of always using a keyboard. So it's very important to learn how to play an actual instrument. I've been playing music my whole entire life, so that's the root of everything that started for me to produce music. So I know how to pick up a guitar and my bass if I wanted to, or I can use a MIDI keyboard or a synthesizer or anything. So that's very important to make sure you guys sit there and actually learn how to play an instrument. Pick something, have fun, do it. So tip number 7, get from behind your computer. I know it's great to watch tutorials, make beats, and kind of just be in your room creating all the time, but there's gonna be a time where you're gonna need to leave your room and network and talk to other people that are interested in the same thing that you're interested in. It doesn't matter where you're from, there's someone in your town that loves the same thing you love. It is okay to go on forums on Facebook or anywhere on YouTube. Find people that are in your town that love what you're doing. Connect with them, meet up, share your music with them, play music together, have events, have shows. Just get out and network. Get out and meet people that are interested in other things too that may need your music. So connect with other photographers or video directors. Connect with different brands, like other clothing lines and other just entrepreneurs that are local in your area, because it's all one big culture. Hip hop is all one big thing. So you can't just be in your room making the best music in the world and no one knows who you are, or no one, who are you? You could be making the hottest music in the world, but if no one knows who you are, you're not sharing it, doesn't matter. So just get out your room, network with people. Don't hesitate to share, what you have, which actually comes to my next very important step, which is, I think, step number 8, which is sharing your music. A lot of people make music, they save it on their computer, and they don't want to share it with anybody else in the world. There was this guy that I used to work with. He used to make beats on his break before I started making music, and I was so inspired by him, but he would never let anyone listen to his music. And I don't even know any of his music at all. He's not doing anything. And if he was to share his music at this point, he'd probably be actually touring right now. But he's not. So I don't know what his music sounds like. You have to share your music. Tell people that you're interested in making music. You know, when you make a beat, you gotta let it go. Some people don't know when to actually let a beat go. Be okay with it being a rough draft or just posting it on the internet. Just let it go. Which actually leads me to my next step. Step number 9, which is a 30-day beat challenge. It takes 28 days to create an habit, and it's very important that if you really want to be consistent in beat making, that you actually do it every single day. And some people, they'll do it for a few days, take a break, do it for a couple of days, take a break for a few months, come back. That's not how it works. Making beats is an everyday thing. It's a dedication. I make time to make beats, so you have to make time for yourself. I work just like anybody else, and my job, they make us take breaks. So I decided to use my 15-minute breaks to make beats. Last year, I decided to challenge myself to a 30-day beat challenge because, like I said, it takes 28 days to create a habit, and I wanted to make beats every day, and I wasn't. So was making beats every day and actually made myself accountable because I would post it on SoundCloud. And you guys know when you post something on SoundCloud that it tells you the date or when the last time it was posted. So I had to make myself accountable to post something every single day, which means I either had to, start a beat and finish it and let it go and start something new the next day. And that's part of sharing your music. Some people will make a beat and hold on to it for months and never share it with anyone. So what's the point of that? You guys have to make sure you share it. So doing it 30 days consistently, allows you to share your music, but it creates a habit of you making beats every day. So ever since that 30-day beat challenge, I've made beats every single day. So I have at least more than 300 and something beats on my computer right now, which is a lot. It's crazy because at a point, when you first start making beats, you're like, I got 1 beat, I got 2 beats, I got 4 beats now. But if you are consistent with doing beats every day, then this time next year you'll have 365 beats, which is crazy. And then you can make so many beat tapes and then make some money and then do all these things. Come on, guys. Do it. Do a 30-day beat challenge. My 30-day beat challenge is on my SoundCloud. The link will be below. When you guys start your beat challenge, please send me the link. Post them below. I want to hear your music. I want to be able to be a part of your journey. And why not? Just share it with me. Share it with the world. You know what I'm saying? It's important. The very last step number 10. I'm not sure if this is 9 or 10, but well, I don't know what step this is, but I think it's number 10 or 9. I don't know. 2 very important things. 1, just do you. Don't worry about what other people think. Make the music you want to make. I thought that I wanted to make more dance music, more house bass music, but after my 30-day beat challenge, I noticed that I was more into sample bass, boom bap, broken records, music. Kind of more like a J Dilla type versus K Tronada, because when I first started making beats, K Tronada was my biggest influence, and then I heard that J Dilla was his influence, so then I learned about J Dilla and actually was more influenced by J Dilla than anything, and it was more of a hip-hop, soul, boom bap, lo-fi genre that I'm kind of going towards versus the dance house music stuff. So you're gonna learn more about yourself as you create music, and do that. Do what makes you happy. Don't worry about it. Have no boundaries. Create whatever. If it's like a frog farting and your brother laughing and your cat meowing and then cars going down the street and then some beautiful flutes, I don't know, do you. James Brown also said that music theory is great, but he really didn't care about music theory. He said that if something sounded good to you, if something sounds good to you, just do it. What I'm trying to say, if you're making a song and technically and mathematically, if it's not right, don't worry about it. Create whatever sounds good to you. If there's this weird chord progression that's never existed in life and it's not meant to sound right, but you like it, do it. Because you may be creating something that's brand new, you may be creating something that's never been heard, you may be creating something that we need. Just do you. Have fun, just be an artist, create whatever you want to do. And then the very last and most important thing is just have some fun. Have fun, create, be a kid. We're all adults, but we're really kids inside. We all are trying to do the things that we wanted to do when we were young. So have fun, don't think about it too much. Hit me up if you guys have any questions about anything. I'm here for you. I can't teach you guys everything because I don't know everything. I'm still learning myself. I'm excited to see what your guys' journeys are like. Please let me know if this is helpful because I don't know. I'm just here trying to be black. You guys ask me questions and I'm trying to answer them. And I'm hoping that this is helpful. Anyways, subscribe, hit that like button. I'll be having some more videos come out this week. Stay posted. I love you guys. I love you, baby.
Shit, I paid $4. You ever just feel